Today we arrived in Siliguri, for Gangtok to get relief from the scorching heat of April. So good morning to everyone, from the cold sea. Sikkim and Darjeeling are the closest to us to see mountains and ice in one place. So, summer means Bengalis others Indians from different regions go to these two places to escape the heat. So we also plan to go to Gangtok and Lakhon for summer vacation. In our 5-day 6-nights tour, we will explore Gangtok local sightseeing, Changu Lake, Babamandir, Nathula Pass and Lakhon, Zero Point and Yentham Valley etc. Even when the snow melts in mid-April or early May, this mountain of rhododendron flowers and other flowers takes on a beautiful alternative form, which will impress you. Due to these reasons, Gangtok is crowded with tourists throughout the year. The hilly state of Sikkim is very small. The economy of Sikkim mainly depends on tourism. Nestled in the lap of the Himalayas, the state of Sikkim is so beautiful that more people than the total population of Sikkim visit this place every year. Nature has given all its beauty to Sikkim. As soon as the summer vacation started in the scorching heat of May, we planned to spend a few days in the cold weather. And cold weather means mountains. Between Darjeeling and Gangtok nearby, we decided on Gangtok as our holiday destination. However, we quickly reached Howrah station after packing some cold stuff. Train 12041 Shatabdi Express will depart from platform number 11 today at 2:15 p.m. In no time the train reached its top speed and within an hour and a half reached the first stop Burdwan. The train again started its journey towards Granth. The next station though is Bolpur or Santiniketan. Meanwhile, the train authorities served us lunch. You may not take the meal option while booking the Shatabdi Express ticket. Anyway, we had 2 non-veg and 1 veg included with the ticket. Train is a much more comfortable mode of transportation for us than bus or car. If you agree, then tell in the comment box. It takes about 8.5 hours to reach Siliguri. All 3 of us are very excited and happy about this tour plan. The stoppage time of the train at Bolpur station was 1.5 minutes. We crossed Bolpur station within 45 minutes from Burdwan. So the train left Bolpur station on time and route towards Rampurhat. We were served tea as soon as we crossed Rampurhat station. While sitting on the train and drinking tea, the beautiful form of the sunset flashed in our eyes. The red glow of the setting sun has turned the nature red. Faradka is an important place in West Bengal. Faradka Barrage is one of the biggest barrages in West Bengal. The feature of this barrage is that trains as well as other vehicles can travel together over this barrage. Now is dinner time. The non-veg meal had chicken, roti, rice, vegetables, ice cream, and the veg meal had paneer instead of chicken. The next station is Malda, another one important places in South Bengal. All food quality was fair. After crossing Malda, we arrived at New Jalpaiguri station at 10:45 p.m. And getting down at New Jalpaiguri station and walking outside, you can see autos, totos, rickshaws, etc., and there are several hotels around the station. We easily reached our pre-booked hotel GD Hotel by renting an auto for TK 150. The hotel is located at a distance of 400 meters from the station. The AC rooms rate of GD Hotel is Rs 1800 per night and non-AC rooms rate 1200 per night. After tea, biscuits and some snacks, we left early next morning for Gangtok. We had booked the car in advance. You can also go from Siliguri to Gangtok by share car. These shared vehicles are available from NGP station or Siliguri bus stand. Share vehicles usually charge 400 rupees to 500 per head to reach Gangtok. And our reserved car took 6,000 rupees. The rates of these vehicles depend on the season. After leaving Siliguri for a while, we left the plains and entered the mountain road. The distance from Siliguri to Gangtok is about 115 kilometers and takes about 4.5 hours. I stopped once to enjoy the beauty of Thistha River. The beauty of the spectacular melding of mountains and Thistha River will leave you mesmerized. A little further on, our companion is the Thistha River. After a while, the driver stopped us to a breakfast at a very nice restaurant. Located on the banks of the Thistha River, the restaurant is beautifully decorated and the food here is delicious. We finished our breakfast here with 2 plates of chicken momo and Maggi. From the balcony of the restaurant you can enjoy the wonderful beauty of the river Thistha. But I don't know the name of the restaurant. If you know, then you can tell me in the comment box. However, we left for Gangtok along the Thistha River again. After a couple of hours journey, we reached Gangtok just before lunch. Gangtok is the capital of Sikkim. It's located at the lap of Himalaya and almost 35% of the state is covered by the Kangchenjunga National Park. Sikkim is a state in northeastern India. It borders Tibet in the north and northeast, Bhutan in the east, Nepal in the west, and West Bengal in the south. The official languages of the state are English, Nepali, Sikkimese and Lepcha. The population of Sikkim was approximately 6.32 lakhs. It is the second smallest state in India. After checking into the hotel to have less time on hand, we had lunch, then took a little rest and freshened up and went out to see the Gangtok sightseeing. First we reached Gonjang Monastery. The entrance fee of this monastery is 10 taka for adults and free for children below 10 years. After a long walk we reached the monastery. Come here, you will see a truly wonderful monastery. A tall pillar is in the mid-dell of the monastery. The workmanship of its entrance is very beautiful. You will be mesmerized by the holy atmosphere inside. The magnificent Buddhist statues and craftsmanship of the monastery will leave you in awe. All the walls starting from the ceiling of this room are elaborate. We went to the back of the monastery to see the wonderful beauty of the front courtyard. The rooms visible in front are the monks who live in this monastery. The life of these monks is very austere and they have to work hard to survive. Then we heard that there are some wheels right behind it that rotate from right to left to fulfill all the desires of the mind. We all became believers in that belief. Like us, the rest of the travelers are spinning the wheel in the same way to fulfill their heart's desire. Then we proceeded in front. From this place you can see the beauty of the entire monastery as well as the natural beauty surrounding the monastery. Beautifully colored flags add to the beauty of the monastery. From this place you can see the entire city of Gangtok hidden in the hill. This monastery environment will make your mind so calm and mellow that you will forget all sorrows, pains, anger and pride. This is the Hanuman Temple and it's the highest point in the Gangtok City. The entire city can be seen very beautifully from this place. The next place to visit is Gonjang Falls. Valid ID proof is required for entry here. The entrance fee of this falls is 70 rupee and 40 rupee for students. Parking is 50 rupee for four-wheelers. After entering the park and walking a little bit, you can see this waterfall. The wonderful beauty of this waterfall surrounded by amazing greenery will fill your mind. Here you can do several activities which cost from 100 taka to 500 taka. In this park you will find restaurants and other facilities. This water is so clear and cool that you can't stay without getting into the water. It is one of the most famous waterfalls in Gangtok. With no more time to sightsee, we headed to the most popular place in Gangtok, which is Mg. You can come to Mg from anywhere in the city by renting a taxi for 100 or 200 rupees, or for a share of 40 taka. At the entrance to this market you will see a statue. There are some statues and rows of flower trees in the middle of this market. And on both sides of it are rows of various shops. Coming to this beautifully arranged market will fill your heart and empty your pocket. There are many food shops in Dhaka where you can have dinner if you want. There is another market adjacent to this MG mug called Lal Chop Market, which is slightly cheaper than the comparable MG mug market. A little further from the MG Mag, a road descends to the right. The shops along this road are Lal Chop Market. This is how we spend our first day in Gangtok. Good morning everyone. Today is day 2 and we are going to East Sikkim. East Sikkim tour includes Nathula Pass, Changu Lake, and Old Baba Temple and New Baba Temple. And it takes about 7 to 8 hours to complete this journey. Due to late breakfast at the hotel, we are late to leave for East Sikkim today. So it is better to pack breakfast in advance and eat it in the car so that you can leave on time. After a short distance we saw a lot of cars lined up due to the jam. So we took a lot of time in the car to reach the permission office. Due to the usual traffic jam, it took us a long time to reach the permission office to go to Changu Lake. After showing the permission letter and crossing the traffic jam, we proceeded towards Changu Lake. First we will see Babamandir, then while coming back we will see Changu Lake. While going through the hilly roads you will notice that there are different colored flags on both sides of the road. These are not ordinary flags. Each flags have Buddhist mantra written on it. When a person dies, these flags are placed on the mountain to pray for the peace of his soul. They believe that the more one's flag flies in the mountain breeze, the more peaceful his soul will be and the atmosphere of peace around the mountain will be maintained. After some distance our driver stopped our car. The extraordinary beauty of nature makes our minds cheerful. The beauty of the light clouds floating on the lap of the hill has increased the beauty of the hill many times. There are some small shops in this place. We had a cup of tea and got back into the car within 10 minutes. You can use share car or book personal car to do this trip. If you want to do this trip by share taxi, then you need to book share taxi from MG Mag. Our personal car was included in the tour package. If you take a hired taxi to travel East Sikkim, it will cost you 800 rupees per head, and booking a personal car will cost you 4,000 to 5,000 rupees. Nathula Pass was included in our package itinerary. But we did not get the permission to go to Nathula Pass as the travel agency did not generate the permission on time. If you want to go to Nathula Pass during season time, then you must prepare the permission in advance. Mondays and Tuesdays of every week are closed. So you plan to visit Nathula Pass, Changu Lake and Babamandir by excluding these 2 days. A little further, the whole road was covered with thick clouds. After crossing this cloud, we started to climb higher by the crooked road on the lap of the mountain. A little further we saw another beautiful waterfall. This roadside waterfall is very beautiful. Although the waterfall is not very big, it is worth enjoying the beauty. After the month of April, you will actually see many waterfalls in this place. Clouds are gathered on the mountain in such a way that it looks like someone has sprinkled these clouds on the mountain lap with glue. After some distance, our driver stopped the car in front of a shop. Basically, all drivers have a favorite store where they park, even if you need to buy some food or rent a jacket or boots. We had Maggi and chicken momo for 50 rupees here. It gets colder as we ascend. Being very close to the Chinese border, you will see military cams and numerous military vehicles on the way to this place. After going a little further, we arrived in front of a wonderful lake called Changu Lake. Can you say these in front? Yes, it is a yak, which we have seen reading books since childhood. Today, if you wish, you can travel to Changu Lake on the back of this yak. 100 rupees for photographing a yak on back and 400 to 500 rupees per head for a trip to Changu Lake. Today, there seems to be a lot of tourists gathering at Changu Lake. This enchanting lake surrounded by impossibly beautiful mountains will hypnotize you. Changu Lake is also known as Tsomgo Lake. It's a glacial lake in the East Sikkim district of the Indian state of Sikkim, some 40 kilometers, 25 miles, from the capital Gangtok. Located at an elevation of 3,753 meters, 12,313 feet, the lake remains frozen during the winter season. The lake's surface reflects different colors with change of seasons and is held in great reverence by the local Sikkimese people. The lake becomes doubly attractive with the reflections of the surrounding hills on the water. Buddhist monks prognosticated after studying the changing colors of the lake. Tourist attractions at the lake site include joy rides on decorated yaks and mules where kiosks offer variety of food and drinks. There is also a small Shiva temple here. This is one of the few and awesome high-altitude lakes in India. From Gangtok, which is at 5,410 feet, the altitude rises to about 10,000 feet in just 15 kilometers. This is the most popular ropeway ride in Changu Lake. Tsomgo Ropeway is India's only passenger ropeway at highest altitude. A little further ahead is the ropeway ticket counter. Each person above 3 years of age will need a ticket at 360 rupees per head. We were not lucky enough to see the beauty of the outside today due to heavy clouds. If the weather is good, then this ropeway offers amazing views of Kanchenjunga, Changu Lake, China border and natural surroundings. Anyway, after completing the ropeway journey, we again proceeded towards Babamandir. A large Indian Army camp was noticed on the way. This is a viewpoint to see the entire Changu Lake from above. It is impossible to describe this beautiful sight without seeing it. It is indescribable to describe this mellow, cloud-covered, snowmelt, triangular-shaped lake nestled in the lap of a mountain. We watched the scene in awe for some time. We drove through the surrounding cloud-covered road to our final destination. From far away, our pride, our national flag, is seen flying in the air with its own glory. Just before reaching the Babamandir, you can see a huge Shiva idol on the left side of the road. And a beautiful fountain flows by it. From a distance, it seems as if Mahadev resides in Kailasa. Now our car arrived at Babamandir car stand. Road condition is very bad. Walking over the high rocks, we proceeded towards the Babamandir. From this place of Babamandir, you can also enjoy the natural scenery. At this place you will find canteen and toilet facilities. There is a strong belief that water kept in the shrine of Baba gains healing property and turns into sacred water that can cure all possible ailments. This blessed water is needed to be consumed within 21 days, and in this period, no family members of the ailing person is supposed to have non-vegetarian food. It is also believed that the slippers kept in the temple help to cure gout and other foot problems. Followers who cannot reach to Baba's temple are allowed to send letters to Baba, which are opened by Baba's associates in China over the last 3 decades, and he is accomplishing this task alone. Even the Chinese army also confirms that they have noticed a human figure guarding the border at night, riding on a horse. It is also said that Baba Harbhajan Singh foretells any dangerous activity on the border through the dreams of the fellow army men and safeguards the force. This house is the temple of Baba Harbhajan Singh. We will now slowly enter inside the temple and see what is known about Baba here. There is a large portrait of Baba in the central room, which has been placed with other Sikh gurus and Hindu deity. At the right of the central room, there is the personal room of Baba. The room houses all essential household belongings needed for daily livelihood, starting from clothes, slippers, shoes to a clean sleeping camp bed. Neatly ironed uniform and polished boots are also kept. The bedsheets are reportedly found crumbled each morning, and the boots become muddy by evening. There is another small room, which is used as office cum storeroom. The room is filled with unused slippers, water bottles, toothbrushes, and other items that are offered to Baba. The salary of Major Harbhajan Singh has not been stopped, and he is also granted his annual leave. After visiting the Babamandir, it was our turn to go back to Gangtok. On the way back, I wanted to visit the Shiva idol again. So we decided to approach the idol along the stone path. Thus we began to rise above ourselves. Like that, we slowly started to climb up. Although the road was not good at all, we finally reached the Shiva idol. Up close, this idol looks more massive and magnificent. A cold water spring formed by the melting of ice flow by the side. Here, however, we got some snow. The whole environment looks more beautiful from above. Anyway, on the way back down we saw several yaks. Because of the road jam, the yaks started going along with us. Tomorrow, the third day of our trip, we will go to Lakham Valley. You will see the complete tour of Lachung Valley, Yuntham Valley and Zero Point in my next video. Thus another beautiful day we sent to Gangtok. The memories of this magical beauty of Sikkim will be cherished forever. But I really want to see the beautiful form of Sikkim covered with snow. From our hotel room, the beautiful illumination of Gangtok at night was very beautiful to see. Looking at the light rays of Gangtok on the mountain chest, it seems as if the stars have descended on the lap of the mountain. Thank you all so much for watching my video.